Hello ladies and gentlemen. It's great to see you again in the football news on the Skyview Construction YouTube channel. Ladies and gentlemen, many people may not have really noticed, but the Vietnam national team is currently standing at a very big turning point. The victory over Malaysia was not just a simple win to qualify. It could completely change the position of Vietnamese football on the Asian football map in the coming years. From a team that at one point fell out of the world's top 100, Vietnam has now made a very impressive return to the top 100. And once Vietnam returned to the top 100, it not only had meaning in terms of ranking, but it also directly affected the seeding for the 2027 Asian Cup. That means Vietnam's journey at the 2027 Asian Cup could be very different compared to before. Will Vietnam be able to avoid the group of death? Will we have a chance to go deep at the 2027 Asian Cup? And why has Vietnam recently become one of the most dangerous teams in the region when it comes to set pieces? We will analyze all of that in today's news report. First, we will talk about the FIFA rankings. After the 3-1 victory over Malaysia in the final match of the 2027 Asian Cup qualifiers, Vietnam gained an additional 72 points, bringing the total to 1226, 45 points and moving up to 98th place in the FIFA rankings. This is a very important step forward. Returning to the world's top 100 is very significant, because when Vietnam is in the top 100, the team will almost certainly be placed in Pot 3 for the 2027 Asian Cup finals draw. If we were not in the top 100, we could have fallen into Pot 4. And the difference between Pot 3 and Pot 4 is very big. If we were in Pot 4, we would almost certainly be placed in a very difficult group because we would have to face a Pot 1 team, a Pot 2 team, and a strong Pot 3 team. But when we are in Pot 3, we can avoid some difficult opponents such as China, Thailand, and Bahrain, teams that are at a similar level and very difficult for Vietnam to play against. However, that does not mean Vietnam will have an easy group, because in Pot 2 there are still many strong teams such as Iraq, Uzbekistan, UAE, Oman, and Jordan. These are all teams with a higher level than Vietnam. Therefore, the possibility that Vietnam could still be placed in a difficult group is completely possible. But there is one very important point. Now other teams no longer want to face Vietnam like before. In the past, Vietnam was often seen as the underdog, but now we are a well-organized team, disciplined, physically strong, and especially very dangerous in set-piece situations. If you have followed Vietnam over the past year, you can clearly see one thing. Vietnam has scored many goals from corners and set pieces. This is a very big tactical change. In the past, we were often afraid of aerial situations, especially corners. But now it is the opposite. Opponents are the ones who have to worry when Vietnam gets a corner. In more than 20 recent matches, Vietnam has scored 8 goals from corners. That is a very impressive number compared to the past. This shows that the coaching staff has prepared very carefully for corner routines, from movement, blocking, crossing, to finishing. Every corner for Vietnam now has a clear tactical intention instead of just crossing and hoping like before. One of the players who has been taking very good corners recently is Truong Tien An. Many of Vietnam's goals have come from his corners with very dangerous delivery. The ball often has spin, an unpredictable trajectory, and drops exactly where teammates run in to head the ball. In modern football, set pieces are extremely important. Many big matches around the world are decided by just one corner or one free kick. Therefore, Vietnam's improvement in this area is a very positive signal. Now we will talk about midfielder Nguyen Hoang Duc. After the match against Malaysia, Hoang Duc had to go to the hospital to check his knee due to signs of overload. This worried many fans because Hoang Duc is currently one of the most important players in the Vietnam national team. Over the past month, Hoang Duc has been playing continuously for both his club and the national team, starting almost every match and playing many minutes. As a central midfielder, he moves a lot and participates in both attack and defense, so overload is very likely. According to doctors, Hoang Duc needs about 2 weeks to rest, recover, and undergo physical therapy before he can return to playing. Hopefully this is only a minor overload issue and he will return soon, because Vietnam still needs him in the upcoming period. Hoang Duc's situation also shows a problem for the Vietnam national team. We still depend quite a lot on key players such as Hoang Duc, Quang Hai,
Duy Minh, and Quang Hai.
If these players are injured or not in good form, the team will face difficulties. However, the positive point is that recently many young players have started to mature and play very well, such as Dinh Bac, Shen Sun, and Victor Liu. These players are bringing new energy, new speed, and new creativity to the Vietnam national team. After the 1-3 defeat to Vietnam, Malaysian media wrote many articles analyzing this loss. Malaysia currently has many naturalized players, some born in Europe, some trained in England, Belgium, and Australia. On paper, they are a very strong team, but in the end, they still lost to Vietnam. This shows that football is not just about having many naturalized players to become strong. The most important things are still playing style, team organization, fighting spirit, and team chemistry. Vietnam may not have many players playing in Europe, but we have unity, a clear playing style, and a very strong fighting spirit. That is what has created the strength of the Vietnam national team over many years. After the match, a very beautiful image appeared. Malaysian fans did not leave immediately but stayed to celebrate with Vietnamese fans. They congratulated Vietnam and sang together with Vietnamese supporters. That was truly a beautiful image of football. Football is not only about winning or losing, but also about respect and connection between fans. Domestically, Song and Ha Noi Football Club is showing very impressive form. The team won all 4 monthly awards, including Team of the Month, Coach of the Month, Player of the Month, and Goal of the Month. Don Van Hao won the Goal of the Month award with a very beautiful shot against Tan Hoa. This shows that Vietnam national team players are not only performing well for the national team but are also in very good form at their clubs. This is something the Vietnam national team coaching staff will certainly be happy about, because when players are in good form at their clubs, they will also be in the best condition when they join the national team. In summary, Vietnam's return to the world's top 100 is a very important step forward. It gives us an advantage in the seeding for the 2027 Asian Cup. However, the Asian Cup is still a very difficult tournament with many strong teams in Asia. The realistic goal for Vietnam is probably still to get through the group stage. But if we have a favorable group and the team reaches high form, we can completely think about going further, even reaching the quarterfinals like in the 2019 Asian Cup. The most important thing now is that Vietnam must maintain stability and continue to improve the playing style, especially attacking ability and finishing chances. Because in big tournaments, there are not many chances, and the team that takes its chances better will advance. And you, what do you think about Vietnam's chances at the 2027 Asian Cup? If Vietnam is placed in a group with a West Asian team, an East Asian team, and a Southeast Asian team, do you think Vietnam can advance? Please leave your opinion in the comments so we can discuss together. Thank you for watching today's news report. If you find this content useful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel to continue supporting Skyview Construction in upcoming football news videos. Goodbye and see you again in the next news reports.